What up, though, y'all? How you doing? Well, some of y'all know who Anton Daniels is. Some of y'all don't. He's a pretty decent dude to follow on the internet. You know, he gives out good information. He egregiously adds value into people's lives. Everything's wonderful. No, let me quit. That's my man's though. I learned a lot from the dude. Now, I know a lot of y'all might get triggered for some of the points that he make based on mistakes that you may have made in your life. Let me tell you, I made some of them mistakes, and there's no reason to get caught up in your feelings or get sensitive, especially when you're getting information about what you may have missed by making those mistakes. And that way you know how to approach the next step from a business perspective. Now, let me quit fucking with my mans. You know what I'm saying? Let's check it out and see what he kicking it on. This kind of caught my attention when I was riding to work earlier, you know what I'm saying? But let's see what he talking about.
Listen, either you're married or you're single. Ain't no in between. Ain't no such thing as a relationship.
Listen, either you're married or you're single. Ain't no in between.
Either you're married.
Ain't no such thing as a relationship. Either you in or you out. Either you're married or you're not. Either you're successful or you're not. Either you're rich or you're poor. Either you my enemy or you my friend. Which one is it?
Specifically.
Oh my God! Look at sis. I'm gonna take some time out to read that super chat specifically. Give me a second, sis. Let me cook for a minute. You such a blessing.
Either you're in or
you such a blessing.
Where do you stand?
Either you're in or you out.
Either you a chaser or you looking to become a chaser. But it ain't no in between.
Either you a chaser or you looking to become a chaser. But it ain't no in between.
You're going to run into people at the dinner table, or you're going to find yourself
and you're going to run into people at the dinner table, or you're going to find yourself feeling obligated.
You're not interested in entertaining. Don't y'all know that some of y'all have changed
to entertain people that you're not interested in entertaining? Don't y'all know that some of y'all have changed and y'all evolved? I know chasers, I know bag chasers. I've been coaching some people. I've been hanging out with some people. Some of y'all have been rocking with me since I've started this thing, since before this channel ever even started. And we was over there rocking out on the Anton Daniels.
Special acknowledgement. Give me a second. Some of y'all have been rocking out.
I'm gonna read that super chat. I'm gonna have to give that a special acknowledgement. Give me a second. Some of y'all have been rocking out with me since abandoned buildings, architecture.
Okay. So he about to use his own
seeing my daughter bring my
internet to make a point. You know what I'm saying? Now, the point that he about to get into is something that a lot of people may get sensitive over, but it's a mistake that I made. It's one that we often make. You know, we gonna go and dig back into it, but I guess to lay a little groundwork for people who may not know who this guy is. Of course, he got a regular corporate job or a regular career like most of us, and this is what he do for his own business. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, there has been some growth, all kind of trials and tribulations. There is a starting point, and of course he not at his zenith yet, but we see the transformation as far as him starting to try to want to do something to now have 2 pages with over 100,000 subscribers, etc., etc.
Part of the workday, taking y'all through the process in real time of what I was going through when I was building out the restaurant.
Taking y'all through the process in real time of what I was going through when I was building out the restaurant. Some of y'all didn't even realize that my father had died, but I was still vlogging and giving y'all insight on what it is that I was building out and seeing it through. And it's a lot of people at that particular time, even ones that were very, very, very close to me, that I didn't know that was my enemy at the time. But sometimes you don't even know that your enemy is your enemy until you start to go through something, and then you get to see those who are really for you, right? And it doesn't mean that they're a bad person. It just means that we on 2 different sides of the fence.
To me, because those of you that follow my channel, you know I've been building a couple of things over the past 2 years that we've been on here. I've been building my real estate portfolio, been building my stock and investment portfolio, been building my YouTube or content portfolio, as well as making music and a couple of other things. And this time last year, me and my youngest child's mother, we bought a house or got a house, and long story short, got into a situation with the neighbor. It was a A lot of pow pow. Pew, pew, pew. Yes, in the suburbs. Yes, in the suburbs. And one of us is here, one of us isn't. And for the first time, I had been physically down. For the first time, I had a lot of bets on the table with no more money coming in. And I got a good chance to see how people feel about me, how they look at me, how much they love me, how much they care about me, so on and so forth, what my value to their life is. And let me tell you, my value to most people around me was just me fixing their mistakes and paying for things that wasn't my fault, my problem, and that I have advised them against anyway. And then when I decided that I was going to forge forward with my property, my YouTube channel, and this, that, or whatever, the lack of support I had was astonishing. I mean, it was egregious. No, let me quit fucking with time, dog. It was astonishing. So, like, and now to get to the point where I'm at now, like, okay, I done kind of clean up that mess. I done got my affairs mostly back in order from being down for all them months. And everybody drew, not everybody, but a lot of people drew a line in the sand. And as much as I may love them or assume that they love me, I can't ignore the line that they drew in the sand. And a lot of people showed me that they not with me. Some people showed me that they even use my kids against me, even though I helped them with theirs. It's a very hurt and empty feeling, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, that's what it is when you allow the wrong people to be a part of your travels. But you don't know they're the wrong people because you're on your travels. But once you realize that, you got to act accordingly. And that don't necessarily mean act out.
And so there are some people that doubted me. There are some people that doubt you. There are some people that you
And so there are some people that doubted me. There are some people that doubt you. There are some people that you gonna see at the dinner table, or you gonna feel obligated to go over to and have a conversation with, or you feel as though this tradition is just a part of what your family doing, so you're gonna feel obligated to go over there and try to be nice, or they gonna try to emasculate you, and they gonna try to make sure and minimize your successes, and they gonna say, hey, you the same old dude. Hey, remember when you did this? They gonna bring up your past.
People reminisce on you because that's where they see you at. That's where they comfortable with you being in. They comfortable with you being in that position. They ain't no different than a woman that you do everything she asks for, except for one thing, you know. She gonna allow that one thing that you do that she don't like to make everybody forget about the 100 things you did that she needed, loved, wanted, and asked for. We gotta watch it.
They're going to bring up your past. It's okay for you
They're
not
going
to
to bring up your
even
past.
entertain it. Matter of fact, I'll
It's
go so
okay
far as to say it's okay if
for you
decide
not
that you
to
don't even want to
even
go to the
entertain
family
it.
function.
Matter of fact,
If you
I'll go
don't
so
want to
far as
spend
to
the
say it's
holidays with
okay
those
if you
people
decide
because
that
you're
you don't
going in a
even want to go to
completely
the
different
family function.
direction,
If you
that
don't want to
is
spend the
great.
holidays with
As a
those
matter of
people
fact, I'm
because
not
you're
even
going
going to
in a
say it's
completely different
okay.
direction,
I'm going to say
that
stay on the
is
pathway to
great.
whatever
As a matter of
success is
fact, I'm not
supposed
even
to
going
be
to say
for
it's
you
okay.
because
I'm going to
somebody in
say
the
stay
enemy is
on the
trying to throw
pathway
you off
to
your
whatever
path.
success
And
is
they can
supposed to mean for you,
very well
because
use the
somebody
people
in the
that are
enemy is
closest to
trying to
you
throw you
to
off your
do
path.
so.
And they can very
That's why I
well
fuck with
use
them.
the
They still
people that
gonna
are
try to
closest
hold
to
you
you
to the
to
same
do
standards
so.
that you was at in
They still gonna
2005,
try to hold you to
2006.
the
Hey
same
man, I
standards
remember
that
when you
you
was
was
broke.
at in 2005, 2006.
How
Hey
you want me
man,
to
I
respond
remember
to
when
that?
you was broke.
Me too. Meet
How
me
you want
where
me to
I'm at,
respond to
not
that?
where it is that you
Me
want me to be.
too.
Meet me where I'm at, not where it is that you
Meet
want me
me
to
where
be.
I'm at, not where it is that you want me to be.
I
Meet
ain't
me
broke
where
no
I'm at,
more.
not where it is that you want me to be.
I ain't broke no
I ain't
more.
broke no more. I ain't broke no
They
more.
want to take.
Man, that's a horrible thing. It shouldn't be like that.
They
But
want to take.
when you're a powerful man, people assume that money makes you. They forget a powerful man looks at money like a tool. It's not the goal. It's a tool to get to the goal. You understand? And I had almost lost that. Started doing things I don't normally do, like having feelings and allowing those feelings to play a role in my decisions when they never should. They never should, especially when you're a powerful man. People might invoke feelings with you to get control because that's the only way in. And you got to watch that, because a lot of people, if you a man on a mission or a person on a mission, this ain't gender specific. If you a person on a mission and someone's claiming they love you and they have a goal that's against your mission, please believe they don't love you.
Take you back to the past in order to make themselves feel good. That's your enemy. You call them family just because y'all was born
you back to the past in order to make themselves feel good. That's your enemy. You call them family just because y'all was born in the same circle. Well, y'all got the same bloodline. That ain't your blood. That ain't your family. That's why it's so easy for me to not align myself with people just based off of the color of their skin, but the content of their character. Because my family are the people that's going in the direction that I'm going, and it don't make you a bad person, but it does make you my enemy.
Choices is win or lose.
It does, because it's only two choices. It's win or lose. The problem with society today is that there's too many participation trophies. The problem with society today is that there's too many participation trophies. Everybody just want to be included, but don't nobody want to actually do the work. Don't let people diminish your value. Don't let people slow you down. Listen. I know that there are people every single day that's looking to eat.
That I've been able to build. If they can
take looking to take me down. If they can take my place and then take everything that I've been able to build. If they can take your place and take everything. If they can take your husband, if they can take your wife, if they can take your lifestyle, if they can take your car, if they can take your kid, they would.
There's people that's in your household.
They're not gonna say it to you overtly. Like, they're not gonna be absolutely transparent. There's people that's in your household that's jealous of you. Don't you know with some spouses that's jealous of the very person that they lay next to? They jealous of the attention, they jealous of the success, they jealous of the fact that you are going into a place and they can't take your place, and they have to play their role in order for them to go on that journey with you. So they don't necessarily say anything to you because they don't want to mess up what it is that they got going on, but they've grown to have some discontent and some hate in their heart for you because they jealous of you, even though they laying next to you every day and they may even be having sex with you.
I heard that part of that shit on my way to work. That nigga was talking to me about that one. He meant that I just went through that. I'm in that right now. And motherfucker hate me so bad what I accomplished and all that shit. The only thing left is to try and ruin me as a father. But you can't ruin me as a father because I'm a super duper dad. You know what I'm saying? So you want to ruin my relationship with my child. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Like, and for what? For what? I was the tree motherfuckers was under when they needed shade. I was the roof that covered them when they needed shelter. I was the motherfucking fire that warmed them when they needed heat. You understand? I was the debit card when they needed swipes. And I mean that shit figuratively and literally. And not because I hit the lottery. But I took what I hustled, I worked for, and shared that with motherfuckers that waited for me to need a sandwich, to be unwilling to give me a piece of bread. Can't you hear me now? I needed a sandwich, but only asked for a piece of bread. And they was unwilling to do that for a nigga. God damn, that's for sure an enemy. Anybody that'll look at you down, that you just got done helping and you just down by proxy, and kick you while you down, they could have never loved you. A motherfucker that'll look at your kid, see your face in your kid, claim they love that kid, but try and treat you like shit for being with y'all, man. And he absolutely right. I seen a whole lot of niggas laying next to their enemy. I seen some women laying next to their enemy. I see a lot of women on the phone talking shit about their relationship with their enemy. Go figure that. I see a lot of women on the phone with the motherfucker that wish they had nothing at all, talking shit about their family situation or the motherfucker that helped them get a lot of something. I see a lot of men turning their back on their family to go hang with the nigga that ain't got shit to offer them but a jail sentence or a stole run. Oh yeah, I seen it.
They may even be having sex with you when they are your enemy. Don't you know that there are
They
people
may
that
even
lay
be
down
having
next
sex
to
with
you.
you when they are your enemy.
Facts.
Don't you know
Fellas, let me share
that there are
with you.
people
I
that
know
lay
I'm
down
Mr.
next to
Community Dick
you?
and shit like that. I'm not giving no more penis, no more of the Captain Crooked D to any bitch that ain't clearly in love with me for being me. Period. I'm not sharing no type of nothing. That's a side note. Except for Tasha K. I'm gonna have to tap that.
And have sex with you may not even be your spouse.
And have sex with you
Don't you know that it's somebody that's in a relationship with you right
may not even be your
Don't you know
spouse.
that it's somebody that's
Don't
in
you
a
know that it's
relationship with
somebody
you
that's
right
in a
now?
relationship with you right
That's your enemy.
Don't you know that it's somebody that's in a relationship with you right
Think
now?
about it. If we had
That's your
hindsight
enemy.
and our ability to be able to see who was going to put you on child support,
Think about it. If we had
you
hindsight
would then be
and
able
our
to
ability
reverse
to
that
be able to
decision
see
and
who
say,
was going
no,
to put
she
you
was
on
my
child
enemy, but I
support,
had a child with her.
you
She
would
wasn't your
then be
enemy,
able to
or you
reverse
at
that
least you didn't
decision
think
and
she
say,
was your
nah, she was
enemy
my
when you was
enemy,
having
but I had
sex
a
with her, though.
child with her. She
It's
wasn't your
somebody that's
enemy,
going
or
to
you
take
at
half
least
your
you didn't think
stuff.
she was your enemy when
It's
you was having
somebody that's
sex
going
with
to
her
cheat
though.
on you. It's
It's somebody that's
going
gonna
to do you
take half
dirty.
your stuff.
It's somebody
It's
that's going to play
somebody that's
you.
gonna cheat on
It's
you.
somebody from
It's
your
somebody that's
past that
gonna
you
do you
thought was
dirty.
your friend is
It's
going to come
somebody
out
that's
and try
gonna
to
play
do you
you.
dirty and
It's
try to tell
somebody
all of
from
your
your
business
past that
when
you
you
thought
become
was your
successful.
friend is gonna come out and try to do
And you
you
called
dirty
them
and
a
try to tell
friend, but
all of
was
your
they
business
ever really
when
your
you
friend
become
when they was
successful.
really your enemy? Because if
And
you
you
knew what they
called
was
them a
going to
friend,
do
but was
in
they
the
ever
future,
really
would
your
you have
friend
still
when they
called them a
was really
friend?
your enemy?
Hell
Because
nah.
if you knew what
Think
they was
about
gonna
it.
do in the future,
When
would
I
you would have
give
still
y'all
called them a
game on
friend?
what success is supposed to be when it comes
Think
to
about it.
relationships, for example,
When I
I
give y'all
teach
game
not
on
to
what
vet for
success
what
is
it is
supposed
that
to be
you
when it
are,
comes to
but vet for
relationships, for
where it is that
example,
you going,
I
because
teach
everybody
not to
ain't gonna
vet for
deserve
what
to
it
be
is
on that
that you
same
are,
pathway with you.
but vet for where it is that you
Another
going,
mistake
because
Juan-o
everybody ain't
made.
gonna deserve to be on
Now, a
that
lot of
same
y'all get
pathway with
turned
you.
off by Anton because he be touching on mistakes that we made. But it's like, yo, I'm still here. I'm recognizing I made that mistake, or I have recognized I made that mistake. I still got my wherewithal. I'm still in the game. Now what? And that's what we got to be doing with ourselves and each other. We can't be quitting. You know what I'm saying? Can't be quitting because somebody had told you the truth. Can't be getting sensitive. You got to take that truth and get up on it. But that's damn sure a mistake that I done made too many times.
One of the biggest problems with men that become successful is that they pick based off of where they at instead of where it
One
is
of the
that they
biggest
going.
problems
And so
with
the
men that
person is
become
not willing to
successful
work
is
or
that
be
they
able to
pick based
be
off
the
of where they at
version
instead
that
of
they
where it
need
is
to
that they
be in order
going.
for him to
And so the
continue to
person
propel
is not
himself
willing
and
to
be on his
work or be
purpose.
able to
And then
be the version that they need to be in order for him to continue to propel himself and be on his
Big
purpose.
dog fact.
And then
Why I'm not married? Why I'm not in a relationship? Exactamundo right there. Because I picked for where I was at or what was nice for the time, not where I was going. And as I build, what it take for me to build, what it's going to take for me to be seen, and so on and so forth, the woman is a representation of that. And if I got a woman that want to debate with me over small things about a ship I'm building alone that she asked for a ride on, that's going to ruin everything. That's going to ruin everything. It's impossible for me to be a leader outside in the world, and I got the woman that represents me questioning me in front of people, and she feel like that's okay. You understand? Because it's things I would never do to her in front of people. You know, you get where I'm going with this? Because that shows a disrespect to our choice within each other, which would diminish our individual power, because we already show we made a bad decision within each other, and we standing on that bad decision by showing it to the world. But they don't look at it like that, and look at it that way. And when I as a man tell that to my woman, and the first thing she wants to do is debate, control, or contrast, that's money, water, whatever you want to put down the drain. You can't win that way, especially not as a black man, because us as black people are already looking for any one reason to not support one another. So when you got issues like that going on, anyways,
she becomes the purpose because she's the distraction for what he's supposed to be doing. That's why I
She
say
becomes the
don't
purpose because
focus
she's the
on
distraction
women,
for what
focus on
he's
your
supposed to be
purpose.
doing.
And then God even
That's why I
set
say
it up to where
don't
she's a
focus
help me,
on
not
women,
what it is that
focus on
he's
your
supposed to
purpose. And then
pedestalize.
God
Anything
even
that you
set
pedestalize,
it
if
up
you
to where
worshiping a
she's a
woman, she
help me,
becomes your
not what it
God.
is that he's supposed to pedestalize. Anything that you
Y'all not
pedestalize, if you
hearing me.
worship in a
Y'all
woman,
not
she
hearing
becomes
me.
your God.
If you worship anything before what it
Y'all
is that
not
you
hearing me.
supposed to be
Y'all
doing,
not
that's
hearing
your
me.
God.
If you worship anything before what it is that you supposed to be doing,
So
that's
when
your
you get
God.
out of purpose and we see these people saying that they want a partner
So
instead of I
when
want
you
a
get out
husband
of
or
purpose
I'm
and we
looking for
see
a
these
wife,
people saying
what
that they want a
happens is they
partner
step
instead of I
outside of
want a
what they're
husband
supposed to be
or
doing and
I'm
then they
looking for a
align
wife,
themselves and
what
trauma bond
happens
with the
is they step
enemy instead of
outside of what they're
aligning
supposed to
themselves
be
with the
doing and then they
person that's
align
supposed to
themselves
align with
and
them
trauma bond with the
when they going on
enemy
this
instead of
pathway to
aligning
success.
themselves with the person that's supposed to align with them
When you
when they going on this
vet,
pathway to
you
success.
not vetting for where you going, you vetting for where you
When
at.
you
It is
vet,
difficult for you because
you
then
not
you start
vetting
to
for where you
do things
going, you
based off
vetting
of
for
her
where you at.
satisfaction
It
instead of
is
her being
difficult
a
for you
help me
because
and then
then you
being
start to do things
the
based off of her
recipient of your
satisfaction
greatness
instead of
based off of
her
where it is
being
that
a
you're
help
going.
me and then being the
There's a
recipient
blueprint for
the
success, but
recipient
you
of
don't
your
want to hear
greatness
me
based
though
off of where it is that
because
you're
you
going.
so busy trying to debate
There's
me
a
based off the
blueprint
fact
for
that you don't like
success,
me
but you
instead of
don't want
whether
to
or not
hear
it's
me though
actually true or not.
because you so busy
There's
trying to
a
debate me
blueprint for
based off of the fact that you don't like me instead of whether or not it's
Hey,
actually true or not.
I can't add
There's
or
a
take away
blueprint
nothing
for
from what he just said. We out this bitch. Do better. And then when you get hit with information like this, man, don't get sensitive. Get on the case, cause you ain't the only one that made this mistake. We out.